Hi everyone, welcome to Firesoultarot. And today I'm bringing you a future spouse reading. This is about the life journey that you two we are going to share together. In life there are always some challenges. So, what I'm going to look at is your life journey in terms of what are the main characteristics of your relationship together, and then also how you two are going to face the challenges that come with personality, different personalities, and just life events. So I want this reading to be as real as possible. So I'm not going to be just talking about the beautiful aspects of your journey together, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come out still very beautiful because I believe that in the imperfection of life, that there is a beauty. So anyway, I changed, as you can see, the direction of the camera. This was a subscriber request, and I think it works pretty well. I finally figured out how to do it. I felt a bit silly initially because I was trying different ways, but then I figured out it was actually the easiest to just put the tripod on the table. Finally, I arrived to that conclusion. So anyway, but yeah, so here it is. Let me know in the comments if you like it or if you prefer the other one. Anyway, I'll leave it up to you to let me know. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'll see you at your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you picked this butterfly sticker, this is your reading. I'm going to leave it here. As you can see, I have a cross here. These are animal cards, animal spirit cards, and the one that's across is going to explain mostly what the challenge is in your life together as a married couple. And the card upright is going to mostly explain what the journey of you as a life, as a couple, as a couple with your in your married life is going to be. So the journey together. And then I have some oracle cards that are kind of an advice on how to take this journey together, and we'll look at them at the end. And then I have some other cards that also explain this journey that you're embarking with your future spouse. So I'm going to start with the cards. This explains your life journey together. Is the crow. So with the crow card, this pile, in my opinion, is the pile of the people that are extremely spiritual. You might even have psychic gifts. Basically, the crow talks about somebody very spiritually strong, creative, and watchful, and also is a symbol of magic. So this tells me that your relationship is going, your journey together is going to feel as if it was magic. There is a magic element to it, and the reason is that it feels like that is because possibly even the two of you, if not just you, so it could be just you or your future spouse or both of you, have this very strong spirituality that kind of permeates your entire life, separately before and together, when once you're married. But what I see is that basically this is talking about the crow that is able to see the unseen and to know the unknown. And so that's why I'm talking about the psychic gifts that you may possess, because you are able to see reality in a different perspective that is not just about the material plane. You and possibly even your future spouse, you both might have this ability to have like a, let's say, a higher perspective on the worlds, on the world, and on existence. So a very spiritual approach to how you see life and the type of values that carry you through life, and also the ability to possibly perceive things before others would. So if this is your pile, I mean that descriptor, this descriptor is very strong. So if this is your pile, you will already know. Excuse me. Now I want to have a look at the tarantula, because that was the card that symbolizes the challenge. So with the tarantula, the challenge for you is that it's kind of being at this crossroad for the two of you together, whereby you two are going to be trying to go about your life purpose. And you see, the thing is, when we have something that we really think it's our life purpose, we tend to put all of ourselves into it. And I think that this could lead, to not as well embrace a relationship as part of this purpose. And I'm telling you this because I see these cards here that I've already looked at before, because I look at before because I try to gather the most information so I can then rely it onto you as carefully and as deeply as I can, because I don't want to miss any messages. So, what I see here is that one of your weaknesses is the fact that you hold on. Yeah, I was trying to gather the right words for this message. I feel that one of your weaknesses is that in the past you have experienced, and the fact that this card came up again for pile one doesn't actually surprise me. I randomly shuffled them, and this card already was in the previous reading that I shoot. So if you want to check it out, it's the one about what your future, like the dream, the type of future spouse that you dream versus the real one. And this card came in that kind of reading, and it's coming out again now in pile one for this reading, and I'm not surprised, because the message here is that one of your weaknesses, pile one, is that you have experienced some abandonment and some loss in terms of your romantic partners so far, until you will meet your future spouse. And this has caused you to, first of all, here is written short illness. So you might have gone through small periods of that. Then after this, let's say these relationships ended, you had small times of either illness or your health has kind of felt weakened. You felt your health was weakened by these occurrences, and you went through distress and temporary problems, like you were finding it difficult to move forward from these experiences. And so overall you felt weak after these experiences. And the weakness that I see in you specifically is that these experiences could hold you back potentially from the full-blown experience with your future spouse. And why am I saying this? Because you see, if you are finding yourself very busy in your own projects, which is absolutely beautiful and very empowering, and is something I would recommend you to continue doing. Yet, if you are then taking this, let's say, in a way that basically is not leaving any space for anyone else in your life, this reading is telling you to consider that getting together with your future spouse is part of this life purpose. So, not to underestimate that, yes, your life purpose could be your mission of achieving your goals, or anyway practicing your what you have are developing. Okay, so that's very important to look after. But what I see here is that your future spouse is part of this life purpose, and also that your future spouse is going to bring you this sense of stability. There is a number 44 coming here in this passion card, which is a very stunning card in my opinion. And here it says flame, desire, risk, love affair. So you are feeling probably especially at the beginning of the relationship with your future spouse, you're going to be feeling that you're taking a risk, and that this could be just a love affair just driven by passion, flame, and desire, you know, and you're fearing to be sort of burned from this experience, like burned out, just like the loss that you've experienced in the past. But actually, when you look then at this card, it's actually talking about something different, because this is called the bedroom card, and the words are secret, confidentiality, trust, and private space. So your future spouse is going to, yes, be very passionate about you. I see a lot of very beautiful moments of desire and burning passion between the two of you. But this is not just a flame and a fling and something that's going to bring you loss. This is actually bringing you towards a much deeper type of relationship, which is going to give you this sense of sacred space where you can be confident with each other, like confidentiality. You can confide in each other, I mean, and where you can be trusting of each other, and where you have this private space where the two of you are very intimate, and not only physically but also very much emotionally and spiritually and mentally. Like you both can open up to each other with trust within each other, and where your secrets are safe, you know, your most inner secrets, what you are and even your inner self, like the most precious parts of you are basically kept safe from this person. With this person they're safe. So I see a really beautiful relationship, which is going to sustain you in obtaining this good turnaround. So a good turnaround, not only like financially. I see this wealthy woman, like you already, by following your purpose, you're already going in that direction. But also your future spouse is going to be of support to you, and they're going to like whisper you. Even I see this man whispering in the ear of the woman here, and they're gonna whisper you advice, good advice, words of affirmation that supports you in your life purpose. So this is going to be your best friend, your best companion, somebody that really wants to see you shine. They really want, this person really wants to see you blossom and have all the prosperity that you wish for yourself. So it's actually a big support system, as well as very passionate. I mean, this is just beautiful, the way you two are going to engage in looking at each other's eyes, into each other's eyes, really with this complicity, flirting, and I can feel like this flame of desire that's going to just spark between the two of you. It's immense. So, and it's going to lead to the sun, this sun card, which is very beautiful, which says power, clarity, positivity, and pleasure. So this is what you're going to achieve with your future spouse in your life: this sense of power, this sense of clarity of mind, and being very positive towards life, and having pleasure for life, like feeling that life is very pleasurable. So I see a very positive future for you, as long as you don't let these weaknesses, this past basically haunt you. This past of loss of this is the theft card. Somebody that basically stole from your energy, from your heart. This could have been one person specifically, or more people in your past that you felt they have stolen from you, from what you were giving open-handed. So it's very important, therefore, that you maintain patience, and I think actually your partner is going to be very patient with you, because the tarantula talks about patience. I see you more like the crow, and your future spouse more like the tarantula in this context. Although this was not the purpose wasn't to assign one card specifically to each of you, but I actually do feel that the tarantula is speaking about the patience that your future spouse is going to apply to make sure that you overcome these fears that you have, basically, of abandonment, of loss, of opening up to them, fearing that you're going to be burned once again. And yeah, I mean, I see a very beautiful union and a spiritual path for the two of you. And let me see if I've missed out on anything. I mean, I'm not finished. There is more to this reading that I want to pull beside this oracle cards as well. But yeah, like, basically, don't let any old habits and old mentalities to keep you trapped in from achieving your full life purpose, which is also going into union with your future spouse. And then um, don't let this sidetrack you, and always refocus your attention on what really matters. So this is the message for these cards. Now I'm going to have a look at these two oracle cards, what they say, and then I'm going to pull more tarot as well. So let's see, magic. So this actually talks again about the magic that we spoke about in when we were talking about the magic of the crow card that came from the crow card, and the magic about your relationship, this journey together. And here it says, may you flow with the divine. So you know, your journey together is going to be a beautiful journey of letting yourself flow in this union freely, without having fears and too many hold ups, and embracing the magic that's coming with this, the magic of the love that's blooming, you know, between the two of you. And then there is this other beautiful card, is, may it be effortless. So yes, like, may this union be effortless as it evolves, and be free flowing, and playful, and free spirited, and, you know, light, and basically to embrace this in a very joyful way. That's what I'm getting from these two cards. So I'm going to now remove these cards, and I'm going to take tarot, so that you can have a further idea of the type of journey and the type of challenges. So let's see the journey you two are going to have. This wants to come. The Knight of Cups. Yes, this is your future spouse coming very romantically towards you, and wanting to offer you their love. So it's going to be very sweet. Yeah, this is the walking away from past. I'm not taking reversals in this journey, to be honest. It's not necessary. This is you walking away from this past emotional loss, feeling of loss. And yeah, and then going to find, you see, the 8 plus 1 of this cup makes 9, which basically is the wish fulfillment. So you're walking away from your past, which has been not nice for you, emotionally, not satisfying, and you're going on this journey, first of all, seeking your own truth and your own purpose, life purpose, as we said, but also seeking that love that you've always wanted, the true love, the real one, the sincere and, you know, free-flowing kind of love. And here it is, your future spouse bringing it to you. So he's at your back. You don't even expect him coming, so you don't even see it coming, but it's coming as you're doing this journey by yourself. And I see this as the hermit, you know, with the wand, you know, the kind of card, you know, the hermit card has got that kind of similar. He has a lantern, but I think he has also something he's holding on to help himself walk. It's like a walking stick. So that's kind of the hermit. You have gone through a hermit period where you have completely withdrawn from other people, and you have focused on yourself. And as you're going on this journey, your future spouse is going to surprise you and be like, "Here I am with my love." So, and then it's going to confirm that he's a trustworthy person, because here I have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is not just a romantic offer, like, romancing you and sweeping you off your feet and then leaving you, falling in love and then with nothing else. This is also a concrete offer, very loyal, very stable. Like your future spouse is going to show up for you with a lot of integrity, for what I can see here. And as I split, there is the King of Wands, but let's continue. I'm going to, and I saw the Fool at the bottom as well. So this person is going to be very motivated to pursue you, and also taking this leap of faith towards you, like they really want to jump towards you. And what else? Yeah, the Chariot, definitely. They're going to move forward. At the bottom, I see the King of Swords. So your future spouse is going to move forward with a very determined consistency. Nothing is going to make them look away from you. Like their gaze is very fixated on you, and they know what their target is, and they're just going to go for it. And with the King of Swords, they also present themselves as a very intelligent person. Maybe not one that would show immediately all of their emotions, but yet somebody mature that has got a clear head on their shoulders, and that is going to also bring clarity, because swords are also about communication and clear communication. So I see a mature person coming towards you. So this is the journey, okay? And this is mostly the journey actually towards being together, for what I can see. And now let's have a look at the challenges. So I'm going to clear this spread out, and I'm going to have a look at the challenges that you may encounter as a married couple with tarot. And then I might consult even other oracle decks as I feel called to. So let me see first what the obstacles and the challenges are in this journey together as a married couple. The Empress, okay. I'm going to take it in the reversals now, because we're talking about challenges, and so the reversals really speak to me, as well as the upright. You see, the Empress reverse, the Four of Cups, the Strength, and one more card, and then let's see the bottom of the deck. So, okay, 2 Wands to come, and then the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, this is the kind of resistance that I was talking about. In terms of what you have gone through, and what I'm gonna put this down here because there's no space otherwise in the camera. This is the journey that you're taking by yourself, like, I mean, the work that you're doing on yourself, basically, for what we have seen already before, because the challenge as a couple would be that you could refuse this offer of love because of fear of what is going to come ahead of you, like as we said before, because of the fact that before something didn't satisfy you, and so you are now possibly in a state of mind that whereby you're not considering any offer to be as valuable as you maybe would have done before, when you were fresh with your energy, and and you were open to love. So I see sort of a form of closure. You see the arms are closed up around the chest. So your heart anyway is still healing from your past. And so, of course, if this is not your message, maybe pick another pile. But this is what I see, and I read the message. Like, I'm reading the message that comes from the cards. So you might have felt lately demotivated towards love, withdrawn, and sort of reserved about your energy, how to share it with others, and this is something that could result into a blockage if if not addressed properly. So what I see here is that this resistance to committing, let's say, and this resistance to seeing the possibility of blooming of a relationship, and and believing in the development of it. These are all blockages that I can see, and that we already talked about with the tarantula having to make the choice, the purpose choice of opening up basically to this. And the Eight of Wands in reverse also tells him about this sort of not really wanting to share too much even of your information with others, or being very talkative. Like you probably have become less open to talk, which, you know, I understand. I am in the same phase. I really feel like I'm in this kind of energy, to be honest. This is very much resonating with me. So I completely understand if you're in this phase, and you know, you're like, yeah, I will talk only to a very selected amount of people, and only when I decide. You know, there is a lot of this kind of energy that I can see here, in terms of like, I'm not going to just communicate, open up to anyone, and just be 100% open to share myself and my most inner communication with others. So I see that as well. And then I see the star in reverse. There is still this healing. Oh, sorry, there is. I need to cover this card. I didn't realize I didn't put a sticker. I'll put a sticker on top. Hold on. So yes, with the star in reverse, you're still healing your heart, and you're still working within yourself and your emotion, especially. So that's what is happening, and you know, this is the potential blockage, but I see anyway this change happening for you. And we can even have a look and confirm with the oracle cards now. So I'm going to take some other oracle cards to clarify on this. So so what's going to, let's say, unblock this situation? Actually, I want to first check with the Moonology, and then I will look at this one, because that's more of, I think, more about the outcome, and this is more about how you're going to unblock this by embodying what kind of energies. So you know, sort of like, let's see the shift, the dynamic that's going to take place. So let's see. So the viewer, what's the viewer going to be doing? Don't let pride get in your way. Yes, you're going to keep at bay your pride and ego, and with the full moon in Leo, you're going to conclude this cycle where you are just very much protecting your own energy fiercely, you know, like a lion, fiercely protecting yourself from anything that could harm you. You know, that's when the ego and pride comes up, when we feel like we need our defenses really up. And what else is the viewer going to act on to shift this, and you know, and progress? Emotions are running high. Yes, your emotions are running very high. At times you have moments where you probably have a roller coaster, like you might be feeling like really up at times and really down at times. And this is natural, is kind of physiologic, I think, when we are kind of recovering from something that happened to us and that hurt us. So that's part of the process anyway. You're working through your emotions, I saw anyway, through the star card. And what else? What else is going to do the viewer? It's time to take action. Yes, you're going to then start taking action, and with the new moon, embrace a new cycle of your life where you actually become a little bit more active in your, let's say, in your dating lives, and you know, being more open and to new people, basically. And then let's see, nothing is yet set in stone. So you are realizing that with this mutable moon, that your life is not over, that you know, that there is still plenty to be experienced. And you know, because there are those moments after we experience some trauma, that emotionally especially, that we feel like, oh well, you know, what's the point? And you know, we kind of feel like giving up and throwing in the towel. So but then you realize that nothing is set in stone, and so that your reality can change still. And so I feel like this is another very good you know, very good element that's happening, another very good shift that's happening. And then the end of a tough cycle approaches. So yes, exactly, this tough cycle that you've gone through is going to take an end, and you're going to embrace some brand new life, you know, a new journey. And that's another full moon, conclusion of this tough cycle, full moon in Capricorn. So you could have Aries in your chart, Capricorn or Leo, just take it as it resonates. And now I want to see what your future spouse is going to bring in this dynamic as their own attitude, like their own behavior. And then I'm going to have a look at the sort of results of this work, you know, with the other oracle. And then I think that will be the conclusion of the reading. So let's see. Yeah, be bold and make the first move. So your future spouse, I like to see this. It's kind of really cute. Your future spouse is going to really help by being bold and making the first move towards you, so that you know, they're basically doing that kind of work of proposing themselves, because you right now are, I think you're definitely more in a receiving kind of modality, which is also very positive, because you know, when we are in this kind of receiving modality, we're still doing something, like we're still opening up. And so when we're really embodying fully this let's say Empress energy, which is in the full power, the receiving energy in its full power, then we can attract naturally and with ease, as we said in this card, effortlessly we can attract you know, what we want to attract, because after all you do desire this love. So they're going to help out by making the first move, as we saw with the Chariot, with, you know, the Knight of Cups, and proposing themselves to you. A new start is coming. Yeah, so your future spouse is going to feel like there is a beautiful new start that's coming, and they're very enthusiastic about it. I see the exclamation mark. Sorry, my voice, I don't know why it's very dodgy today. So they're going to feel like there is this beautiful start between the two of you just taking place, and they're very, very excited about it. I see a lot of purple here. This union is guided by, you know, the angelic realm. Like, it's really protected, for what I can see. All this purple, you both are connecting probably a lot to the higher chakras. A personal issue reaches resolution. Your future spouse also feels like meeting you. It's the resolution of this issue that they had, that they felt like they were missing their partner in their life. Full moon in Cancer. So your future spouse could have Cancer in their chart. Surrender to the divine. You see, again, there is this feeling of surrendering to what wants to happen between the two of you. So that's what they're going to do. Your future spouse is going to surrender to what is meant to happen, you know, and to what it will be. And also, these colors really reminds me of your butterfly. The purple and the blue are very predominant in this reading, in this spread. And at the bottom, a fiery climax approaches. So your future spouse is going to approach you with a lot of fire, a lot of passion and enthusiasm. That's full moon in Aries, so they could have Aries as well in their chart. So I see them very propositive, you know, they have a very nice, proactive type of attitude. So I like that. Let's see now the result of all this dynamic between the two of you. So what's going to ultimately then happen? I mean, we already saw ultimately they are going to experience this beautiful relationship with, you know, with what we described earlier. But let's see some more for clarification. So what else? Oh gosh, this one just fell. Wow, man holding a coin. I love it. So your future spouse is going to offer something very stable and consistently, and you know, this is a reliable person, trustworthy, and very very nice looking as well. I mean, somebody with a lot of charm, but it's also a very concrete and grounded person that's going to bring a lot of stability to you. So I love that. And they could be 43 years old. Take it only if it resonates. Or 43 could be a relevant number for you or your future spouse. Let's see. What else? I'm going to also show you the other numbers that appeared on the other cards, just as a note in case you want to see other numerology that's coming in your reading, because I always think there is more, you know, to that. Like there's more messages into that. Caring connections, very beautiful. So your future spouse is going to be very caring towards you. They're going to be very romantic, very sweet, and really showing you how much they value you. So that's beautiful. Number 14 could be relevant, it could be date of birth. It reduces to 5, so there is evolution going on in this relationship. 43 reduces to 7. This is a spiritual union. We already saw the spirituality of aspect of this by the Crow card, and Healer of the ages. How more spiritual do you want to get with this? So basically this is going to heal both of your hearts, this union, and you two are literally going to reinforce even further your life purpose, because I feel like you two both have a healing energy about the two of you, and so the union between the two of you is only going to magnify this energy and probably expand it towards the world around you. So I really think it's beautiful to see this. And let's see, if 51 could be their age, or your age, and also 51 reduces to 6, which is the number of harmony, union, love, you know. So it's a very beautiful message, and I see angel of love at the bottom of the deck. So there's going to be a lot of true unconditional love between the two of you, and a lot of like blossoming prosperity and passion as well, with the red flowers here. And it's very sweet as well, like this love is very sweet. You could be 49 or your future spouse, but only take it again as a resonates with you. And then also 49 reduces to 13, which reduces to 4, so there's going to be a lot of stability in your relationship. Let me see now these other numbers, just to give you one last so 31 could be relevant in age or date of birth. 27, again same. 44, we already saw that earlier. 24, you might be also seeing 44 as a recurring number as you approach your future spouse. 41 and ultimately 39. So pile number 1, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe the channel to support my work. I would really appreciate that. Also share this with anyone you think could benefit from it, and leave me a comment, let me know anything you want. Thank you so much and have a great day. Hi Bel2, welcome to your reading. If you picked the butterfly, the pink butterfly, this is your reading. I'm going to leave it up here. Please, Spirit, connect me to the energies of pile number 2 and clear out the energies from pile number 1, so that I can get the most accurate messages for pile number 2. So let's see, pile 2. So I have a cross here. The cross basically are animal cards, spirit animal cards that represent. This one uprighter represents your journey together as a married couple, and these two cards came out actually for your obstacle, like for your challenges as a married couple. But don't be worried, because actually one of them, I've already looked at them, it's actually sort of more of an advice. So I'll read you now first your general overview of your relationship, what is going to feel like. The whale card is very beautiful for this, because the journey of the two of you together as a married couple is going to be full of very much of a depth of emotions. The whale card talks about desire to delve deeper into emotion, into profound peace, and into ancient wisdom. So the two of you are going to really have this peaceful relationship. You two are very wise people, and you're going to really delve into your emotions very, very deeply. So there is going to be a strong emotional bond that runs very much below the surface. Also, the whale represents emotional health and stability. So you're also going to be extremely stable, during your path, and a stable couple. And then also there is going to be lots of compassion between the two of you, and great communication. So there is an emotional intelligence that permeates the entire relationship between the two of you. Let me think if there is any more that we need to say. Yeah, a lot of trust. There's going to be loads of trust between the two of you. And so your future spouse is going to be the person that you're going to really rely on in the darkest of times, really. So this is what depicts generally your relationship. But let's see the obstacle. The Scorpion indicates that you two are both people that are very much driven by your ambitions. You're very competitive in your nature, and therefore, and take it only if it resonates with you. Like it could be either you or your future spouse or both of you. I don't intend these cards to represent one specific of you. You know, I haven't picked these cards, I haven't shuffled them and got them in that kind of way. I got them as a general overview of life journey and challenges. So but what I see here is that the challenges come from personalities, you know, traits of the personality. So clearly what is coming out here is that your person or both of you are extremely driven by ambition, and I think actually that you both are, because I also have looked already at these cards. I shuffled them again randomly, but then I looked at them because I really wanted to gather all the information that came from it. And what I see here, and I'll show you now why I say that you both are driven by this ambition, is because I see the male card here, which is this man that looks very fierce, and I see also this woman, which is the card is called occupation, and it talks about labor or love, hobby, profession, and employment. So I see two very driven person in terms of their career, their interests, their projects, what they want to achieve in life. And so you're a very good couple in that regard, but that can also lead to moments where this could even lead to the shadow aspect of the Scorpion, which is a tendency to isolate yourself because you're so focused and possibly getting hyper focused on work and projects, and therefore then kind of leaving behind a little bit the nurture and care that needs to continue building and developing and you know, growing the relationship. That's probably mostly at the beginning of the relationship, I'm guessing. So this tendency to be very focused on your own self and career and goals, and so this could act as a blockage if not addressed, you know, in the proper manner. So this is kind of a you know, tarot is a guide, is for guidance. So you know, you can definitely work within yourself and with your partner to make adjustments so that you two work really well together instead, because I see a lot of positive sides as well to this relationship, and a lot of potential, very strong potential, and real for real partnership. So anyway, for the Scorpion, sometimes there's also a possibility that if you two have a disagreement, you might have a tendency to indulge into thinking about what happened instead of moving forward and trying to find a common ground and, you know, resolve. So there is kind of a sense of let's say holding up a bit of a grudge, okay? But now don't be offended by this, but I'm just highlighting what comes out from the cards, and it could be either one of you or both. You take it as it resonates with you. You will then find out when you meet your future spouse, but this is what I'm seeing. And so that could be the blockage. But then with the Dragon card, it's very interesting because the dragon is the card that talks about balancing the ego, and so you see, when we're very driven, okay, by our own realities and what we want to achieve, we can really get in our ego and feel like you know, we're really like the best of the best. And I mean, I'm sure like there are loads of qualities, okay, but if then the two of you kind of like get too much into your ego, then there could be leading to a moment of, let's say, detachment between the two of you, and that kind of isolation that we spoke about with the Scorpion. So the Dragon card comes in to rebalance this and to show you the way as a couple in order for you to find harmony between the two of you, and to exactly cultivate this labor of love which is necessary for the relationship to to bloom. And because I see this in the woman card, now, regardless of your gender, if you are embodying more of a feminine energy, this is for you. Because I see that you, if this is you, if the feminine energy is the one that resonates with you, you're going to practice this labor of love in terms of wanting to put in the effort towards reconciling. um, and um, and I mean, and not to say that the masculine won't do it, but I'm reading the cards, and so I see very much that you, the feminine energy, is going to be welcoming of trying to understand each other, and kind of doing that part, kind of inviting, let's say, your partner, your masculine energy, that's your partner, to embrace also this compassion between each other, which is very much anyway the energy that links the two of you. So there is no doubt that you two will manage to do that, because this describes your life journey together as a couple. And so with the dragon, basically, you're going to rebalance this and surrender to surrender and let go of the disagreements. So this is really helping, this energy is really helping to kind of go with the flow more, and let go of grudges. That's what I see. So actually, I'll have a look at this card later, before I want to finish with these beautiful keeper cards, which are really nice. They explain all the history I see here. Then I'm going to look with tarot as well, so don't be worrying, that's not the end of the reading. So I want to see also, there is also another aspect I see here. When I talk about work, I see two ships in these two cards, okay? There is a ship where on this man is on a ship. Now, take it only obviously if you will resonate specifically that your future spouse might be somebody that will work on a cruise, on a ship, on a boat, on, this person will travel, but this is a very specific message that's going to be only for some of you. Regardless of the specific message, what I see here is that, and I also see the lady here waiting on the, on this, how do you say, we call it? No, I have to think of the word, hold on 1 second. On the pontoon, that's it, it came to me. Waiting for the ship to come back home. So this is telling me basically that your future spouse is going to travel, if you are the feminine, of course, and reverse it if you are the masculine. Your future spouse is going to travel at times for work. And so these trips are going to possibly create that kind of moment of distance and isolation between the two of you. And at that point, there could come up clashes because of insecurities that can surface up, okay? And the fact that it might feel like the feminism, it doesn't feel nurtured enough from the masculine, that's away for the time being. In fact, what I see here is also the letter card, which is talking about communication. So the two of you will communicate at a distance between each other. I also see this card that says air thoughts. So the feminine is going to feel dreams, longing, craving for love. So if you are the masculine watching, your future spouse is going to feel this craving for you, like she's missing, she or he, depending on their gender. Anyway, the feminine energy is going to miss the physical interaction, the physical making love with their spouse. They're going to be craving this, physical touch and all, and so it's going to be tough, a tough time of separation physically, whereby she's dreaming of passionate moments. There is like this leopard at the back, like this heat, that's building up, and she's like, when is he coming back? When is she coming back? So there is this kind of pent-up energy that's going to build up, especially like desire and and missing the other, very much so. So This is the moment where clashes can come, and the sting of the scorpion can come up. In fact, I also see then pathway, road, great distance, long time, patience. So the feminine is going to have to practice a lot of patience while she's waiting for the masculine to come back home. And there is this road that's dividing the two of them, great distance and a long time waiting. So this is what the struggle is going to be, this is what I see. But then there is the house. So there is this feeling like we're building a home, family, roots, identity, and stability. So finally, anyway, there is a happy ending whereby the two of you find a good balance between work and being together as a couple and building with together. So this is like a journey that you're going to be living, especially at the beginning, when the two of you are still getting to know each other. You two have your work and commitments and all your goals that you still want to achieve, and putting effort in. But at the same time, this relationship is building in momentum, and the feelings are growing between the two of you, and there is a deep desire, a lot of longing, a lot of the masculine will be away for a while, and then there's going to be this extreme pent-up energies building of wanting to make love to each other and so on. And so then finally you will find a balance whereby you're able to build your certainty together, your stability, and put down roots, and be like a married couple, and have a balance between married life and work. This is what I see. Now, as numbers that are relevant here, I see one. Now take it as it will resonate for you. This could be a birth date, like the first of a month, or it could be January as indication of a month. So just take it as you will. 7 could be relevant. 42. One of you could be 42 years old, or both. 34, again, same thing. 35 and 20. Okay, so these are all the relevant numbers, date of birth, ages, or relevant numbers that you have seen in your life recording. So this is what I see for this. Now let's have a look with tarot. So I'm going to remove this. Actually, before we go on with tarot, I'm going to have a look at your oracle card. It says space. May your art and your scope expand. So first of all, with this space card, it's also, there's lots of water here. So again, there is this theme of traveling on the sea. So this is a very specific message, but it's coming out, and it will be for some of you. Also, there is this feeling that as you are going through this with your future spouse, may your heart and your scope expand. So continue on expanding your heart. So continue being open to feeling the emotions that you're feeling towards your future spouse, and also your scope, so your objectives, your goals. Continue to nourish this part of yourself that is anyway very present there, whereby you continue anyway, regardless of the fact that this person is away and you really long for them. You still cultivate your own interest, and don't forget about what you also want to achieve as a person. So this is what I see here with this card. But let's have a look now with tarot. What is... So I'm going to take upright cards only for this. I see the Emperor peeking at me. So this person, your future spouse, and obviously reverse it, is a very masculine person. Has got a lot of young energy, which is like very active. And this is why this is, somebody that dreams of pursuing their objectives fiercely. This main significator for men, so very masculine energy, I see, and a very good lover as well. Very dominant as well in the bedroom, I think. But anyway, so let's see the... and if you're a man watching, that's you that I'm describing. So let's see the... For the tarot, I'm going to have a look now at, again, your journey together as a couple. Okay, the High Priestess. There is also a spiritual bond between the two of you, so it's not just like physical. I see a lot of physical interactions, but there is also a lot of spirituality. So the two of you might also communicate telepathically, feel each other energy even at a distance, and so it's like a very strong bond that you two have. The Knight of Swords regards as well your future spouse. I think they have this very strong energy of pursuing their goals, going for it in a very um, like very enthusiastic way, and they will probably also speak this kind of way. Like you can expect your future spouse to be somebody that might even speak too quickly without watching their words, and that could actually hurt you as well if you are the feminine watching, and flip it in reverse if you're the masculine. So there is a needing of balancing, as we saw before, like being more careful for each other's feelings, kind of protecting each other's feelings as we go about our lives and pursue our goals. I see the Six of Swords. This can talk also about distances, and again, it's a boat on water, but also this talks about going from stormy waters to calmer waters, which means that you two are going to anyway work your way through these challenges, and always try to find each other on an emotional level and on a peaceful level, as we saw with the whale card. So bring peace between the two of you. What else? One last card, and then I'll look at the bottom of the deck. The Hermit. Yeah, there is going to be wisdom as well between the two of you. The whale talked about this emotional intelligence. The two of you are very deep people. You go into introspection as well. You're able to reflect on things, and therefore then finding the peace that you need. And the Moon. Yeah, there's going to be a depth of feelings, but also I see sometimes illusions coming up. And so it's very important that this clarity with the Hermit is regained, for this balance between the two of you to be regained, and to therefore create a situation where you two don't have misunderstandings, basically, because the illusions of the Moon is that you two can misunderstand each other, if especially when you're with somebody at a distance. It's not that easy to have effective communication at times. So this is what I see as a journey, and it's kind of repeating the message we saw before. But let's see now with this deck the more specifically on the challenges, and then I'm going to move on to another deck, which is a monology deck, to see what attitude your future you the viewer are having in regards to resolving these challenges and bringing therefore the peace back. And also I'm going to have a look at what your future spouse attitude is going to be in this dynamic. So the Seven of Swords. Okay, so first of all, there's going to be a fear of betrayal, because you see, with the distance, clearly there is this feeling like, could my husband or wife be cheating on me? Are they being loyal to me? So there is going to be this questioning, okay, of the loyalty because of the distance. Clearly, like, that kind of creates insecurity. But I see judgment. So you two are going to constantly reconcile your differences, okay? You're constantly going to try to work this out and resurrect it and bring it forward towards a positive outcome, because you two are going to have deep feelings between each other. You're deep in your emotions, the two of you. So I see both of you being emotionally anyway mature to overcome this sense of doubt about each other's loyalty. And one more card, yes, Five of Wands. So the challenge is that you could end up having disagreements, arguments, discussions where the two of you are having a conflict, and then you have to resolve this conflict. And Devil in reverse, yes. This is the possessive energy, the jealousy, but because it's in reverse, I already see that you two are going to work out. Both of you are going to feel very possessive and jealous about each other, but this is going to be worked out in terms of dropping this attitude and embracing instead the true deep love that you two feel for each other. So I actually see already positivity in this spread, even if it talks about the challenges. And let me see now the attitudes. So what is the viewer's attitude as they go through these challenges with their future spouse? Don't let pride get in your way. Now, this came out also in pile 1, so you can check pile 1 if you wish to do so. That was the first card for the viewer in pile 1 as well. And so with this basically, you're going to be not letting your ego get in the way of the relationship with your future spouse, and not to be too prideful to stop communicating with them, for example. When pride comes in and ego comes in to sort of protect us because we feel threatened, it ends up in us holding back our emotions, not opening up in conversations. So you're going to actually not do that. You're going to open up to them regardless, because you want to resolve the challenges and resolve the conflicts. And expect powerful change. So you're going to be anyway very positive in terms of you don't expect the worst, you expect the best out of this interaction with them. This is a new moon eclipse, so it's a very powerful energy of transformation. So the two of you are going to definitely resolve, because you have a very good attitude. You try your best to not get in your own way with your pride and protecting yourself. You're actually going to very much want to resolve everything. It's time to release negativity again. Full moon in Scorpio. We see the Scorpio again. Scorpio could be relevant and Leo as well in your chart. But so you're going to try to release this negativity. You want to move forward and heal the relationship. And what do you need to release when in moon? Yes, so you're going to carefully understand what is the issue, what kind of emotions do you need to release. Do you have fears? Is there anything that you particularly need to work on? And is it some insecurities of yourself, that stems from yourself, that you're projecting this fear of disloyalty towards your partner? And so let's see, and a time to give rather than take. Yeah, you're going to be having this beautiful attitude of giving instead of just taking. Like you're going to be thoughtful towards your partner, trying to be as understanding as possible of their needs to follow their career, follow their goals and dreams and aspirations. So you're going to be very supportive for what I see, and that's very admirable, pile 2. And you could have Virgo in your chart as well. Let's see what your future spouse is going to do as an attitude in these challenges. Let's see what kind of behavior. Let's see. So what is pile 2's future spouse going to have as an attitude when these challenges arise in their married life together? Oh, okay. Be bold and make the first move. Actually, I have to say this card came up as well in pile 1 for the first card for the spouse. So really, this is a double confirmation that if you want to check that pile, if you were called to that pile 2, maybe that's also for you. So with this, basically, your future spouse is going to take the initiative to, for example, send you a text, to make a nice gesture towards you. Maybe when they come back, they will bring you a gift or something, to make you feel like they actually do love you, and that they all throughout these challenges, they value you and they don't want to have any fights with you, basically. So let's see one more. The energy is gaining momentum. So I feel like the future spouse is going to feel that there is a built up energy between the two of you. I think they're going to really give in into these passionate moments with you, giving you all the satisfaction that you were looking for and that you were craving. They really understand how much you miss them, and I think they also miss you too. So I think there is going to be this kind of a rise of passion, a rise of emotions. This energy is going to like really reach a climax. So these moments of getting back together is going to be very exciting, a moment of like you two are just going to be into each other's energy like nothing else, you know. It's actually, you know, that distance actually created this momentum for this energy to build up and then explode between the two of you. This is what I see, you know. It's really strong and passionate. Let me see more. Your commitment is being tested. Yes, this is the challenge, you see. So your future spouse is going to feel like their commitment to you is being challenged when the two of you are having some issues. And yet they're going to continue being there. But we look at the outcome anyway with the next oracle deck. So let me finish with another couple of cards here, and then we'll have a look at the outcome for the two of you. The outcome, I mean, the outcome is that you're married, but the outcome in terms of what your married life will look like even further. Show the world the real you. Yeah, your future spouse is going to be very authentic. Aquarius could be in their chart. And actually, that kind of resonates a lot with their nature of being so like adventurous, wanted to be like sort of a freestyler, free spirit. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be disloyal to you, you know. And this is the only sign that came up in their reading, you know, for their emotions. So Aquarius must be very relevant in their chart. Anyway, so your future spouse is going to be very authentic with you. They're not going to be shady or anything. Like, I see very much being themselves and showing you the real self that they are. And what do you need to release? Okay, so they are actually doing the same work that you are doing to release their fears, their insecurities. So you two are very much mirroring each other. So that's very beautiful. So let me now get more about your life together, what's going to look like after all. Okay, these cards are a mix of good and you know, more challenging ones. So let's see what comes out. Goddess of the Moon. I love this. You two are going to connect on a very intuitive level, and we've seen that with the Whale card, because you two have a deep knowing of each other as souls. Okay, so it's a very deep soul connection here. So you two, exactly as I said, you two could have very much of a telepathic bond. So even at a distance, you will be having a level of communication that goes beyond the texting, the emailing, or whatever it is, the media that you're going to choose to communicate in the 3D world. So I see again the moon coming up. A lot of this moon energy is very much about feelings, deep feelings, the yin energy, you know, of emotions. You two are going to be very emotional with each other all throughout your life. 52 could be a relevant number. You could be 52, or your future spouse. Take it as it resonates. Anyway, it's very specific. Then I see the garden and the gate. I think this is the feminine figure waiting behind this garden, and not really, you know, these are the challenges. Like, the feminine will have to very much work, I think, on expanding their scope. So coming out of this gate and really adventuring by herself or himself, depending, I mean, feminine energies in everyone. So take it for your own self as it resonates. But what I mean by that is the feminine will really have to learn how to be even more independent, and really venturing the world on her own, you know, by yourself, basically. If you are the feminine watching, venturing by yourself and exploring things, not being fearful, even if you don't have your partner with you, to kind of explore and expand, you know, take space in the world, expand your art, expand your scope, what you want to achieve. So I see a lot of this energy coming up for you, if you are the feminine watching. And otherwise, this will be your future spouse that needs to be doing this. And what else? 30 could be your age or their age, or a date of birth. Let's see. Oh, angel of love, beautiful. So the two of you are going to share a very deep and true love. This came out actually also in pile 1, so again there is another confirmation of double checking on that if you like. But overall, I see a lot of unconditional love between the two of you, a strong emotional bond, as we said. 49 could be your age or their age. And let's see the bottom of the deck. Envy. People are going to envy you because you have such a strong bond between the two of you that it goes beyond space and time. But also I see this could be that jealousy that sometimes takes over the two of you, because you two feel like since you're at a distance, you really get jealous about your person, and vice versa, your person gets jealous about you. And so this is something that needs to be balanced. It's coming out over and over in this reading. 20 could be your age or their age. So pile 2, this was your reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like the video. Also, to support me, please subscribe my channel. If you want to see more readings and want to support my work, I would really appreciate that. And if you think anybody would benefit from watching this, also share it with your friends or anyone you know. And leave me any comments. I love to hear you. So whatever you want to say, just say it. Thank you so much. And yeah, have a great day. Hi, Paltry. Welcome to your reading. If you picked this green butterfly sticker, that's your reading. So here I have two cards. Actually, I have two cards across and two cards up in this direction. So this represent your life journey with your future spouse, and these two cards represent the challenges between you two during this journey. So let's have a look first at the overall energy in your journey together as a married couple. We have the turtle spirit, which is really beautiful, because the turtle spirit talks about a relationship that is grounded, trusting, and you two will feel basically at home with each other. And there's going to be a lot of trust between the two of you. The feeling of this relationship is that it's going to bring a lot of stability and this feeling of groundedness, and that you two are ancient souls. And I think by that we mean that, like spirit means, that you two very much connect on a soul level, and you might have had past lives together as well. So also the turtle spirit talks about the connectiveness. Sorry, what do I say? The connection. That's it. The connection between the water element and the earth element, because turtles, they live both in water and then on earth. So there's going to be a depth of emotions in your relationship, as well as this feeling of stability. So it's a very beautiful type of ground on which to build the relationship between the two of you. And then also turtle spirit is about the ability to tell your own story. So it talks about somebody that could be a writer. So either you or your future spouse, or maybe both, you could be even working as writers, or you could be anyway somehow communicating and telling some sort of story in your work. Okay, so take it as it resonates. It could be through theater. I mean, stories are told through cinema, theater, any form of communication and media. So it could be through social media. It could be in any way possible. So I'm just saying that this is a side note for some of you, if this will resonate with you. So that's the turtle. And then we have the vulture. The vulture spirit is the one that's very much misunderstood, because although the vulture looks a bit like intimidating, it's like kind of creepy, when you, generally speaking, in the view of people, they see the vulture as a bit of a creepy bird because he eats on carcasses. But actually, the vulture acts in a very important function, which is purifying the ecosystem in which we live. So what I see as a symbol in your relationship is that you two, during your interactions in your dynamic as a couple, are going to be able to purify your environment, your you know, even if there are misunderstandings between the two of you, there's going to be brought clarity, and things are going to be brought to a nice place, because that's what the vulture energy is all about. And so you two are going to figure out how to make your life as, let's say, clean as possible, in terms of free from um, turmoil, free from too many challenges, free from, like, even from people that really don't serve you as a couple. Like, you're going to drop whomever and whatever situation doesn't really serve you as a couple. So I see a lot of ability to really create a reality that you want for yourselves. So that's very beautiful. But let's see now the challenges. So actually, two cards came out when I was shuffling. The Fire Hunt is the challenge, while the Golden Egg represents the sort of the energy that's going to create a resolution of this challenge. Because with the Fire Hunt, basically, your challenge is going to be the presence of sometimes some aggression between the two of you. Obviously, I'm not talking about physical or anything like that. Just like an attitude of being a bit aggressive between each other, or rigid thinking, or following too much. Like, let's say, if one or the other is sort of being rigid in their thoughts and in their actions, and irremovable from the way they're doing things, and kind of not being stubborn, you know. So this is the type of energy they can get in the middle of you two, as a challenge in the middle of your relationship, that can get your relationship in a challenging moment. Okay, so and this is the element of fire, so this could be like an explosion of anger or an explosion of aggressivity between the two of you. Okay, now I don't mean that it's going to be a violent relationship. I just mean that there is this element anyway. Okay, so it's something to bear in mind. And tarot is about guidance, like oracles are about guidance. So anyway, let me talk you through this, because I see a whole picture. I have all these cards that represent what the situation between you two is going to be like, and kind of the journey. Okay, this is the journey of the two of you, especially at the beginning of the relationship. I've noticed in pile 1 and pile 2, these cards mostly represented sort of the journey from when you meet to when you get married and form your more stable situation as a couple, as a married couple. So I see, first of all, there is this gentleman card. This is your future spouse if you're the feminine watching, or else if this is you, if you're the viewer, if you're a gentleman. And here it says stability, self-confidence, good news, and realism. So if you are looking for a man, this man is going to be very stable, self-confident, and they're going to be very realistic in their approach to life. And this is very much the energy of the turtle. Very grounded, okay? Somebody that has got goals and and a purpose, and they pursue these goals with a lot of confidence, and they bring stability in their life. So you can expect this person to be also prosperous. I mean, in terms of wealth. Okay, this is not a person that is struggling in life, and they are going to bring good news. Okay, now I also see though this military person, which is another aspect of your future spouse if you're the feminine watching, and if you're a man watching, this is you again. So there is this other aspect of your future spouse whereby you are a very responsible person, and you have a lot of discipline, but also a lot of rules and structure. So you are a person that follows their let's say a structured life or a structured way of being all the time consistently, and this connects with the fire ants, because remember when we said about the following the orders too strictly, and following even the order that you impose on yourself too strictly, or having a rigid thinking. This is exactly what the fire ants energy was about, and this really reminds me of this side of your future spouse. So which is the kind of a bit of a stubborn side, and if this is what's going to be like, this is what's going to be there. So then what happens is that I see this okay, this death card, there is ending, destruction, rebirth, and mortality. So because of this aspect, there are going to be moments of death and rebirth. So moments where the two of you go through a sort of a little crisis, let's say, in your relationship, and then you rebuild after that and you reconstruct. And this reminds me of the vulture energy, because the vulture takes on the carcasses. So this energy actually helps to rebalance the conflict that the two of you are having when this rigidity comes up, or this stubbornness, and then you two are able to purify through this process of death and rebirth with the vulture energy and this death energy. And I see the feminine here depicted in this beautiful picture. Here it says living room, okay? It says comfort, intimacy, inner harmony, and visit. So I see that what the dynamic here is that the feminine energy is going to invite masculine, regardless of your gender, just take it as it resonates with you. The feminine energy is going to invite the masculine in this beautiful golden living room that is a very intimate space, very comfortable, where there is harmony. And so I see that when your future spouse is going to come back from work with all of their thoughts, all of their worries, about what they need to do, and, kind of taken a little bit aback from the relationship because they're so focused on goals, and then also they bring this energy into the house, okay, at home, back home. You are going to be, obviously, if you're the feminine, you're going to be inviting them into a much more peaceful and comfortable space where the two of you can have true intimacy. And I don't mean just physical, of course, there will be that too, but also intimacy in terms of opening up. And why do I say this? There is a lot here that's very much connecting to each other. All the cards, I shuffle them randomly, and very much they reconnect to each other, because I see these gloomy thoughts. Okay, this is your future spouse coming back home after a hard day at work with these gloomy thoughts and this sort of shattered, no peace of mind. Okay, sadness, depression, mental illness, fear. Now that's obviously an exaggeration. I'm not mean that your person is depressed, okay, but they have though this aspect of getting into their head, okay, and we'll see them with tarot, more confirmation about this, but getting into their head and not being able to sort of relax, okay, and therefore having a bit of a gloomy appearance and presence, and a bit of a gloomy energy, and you are going to kind of rebalance, you, if you are the feminine, going to rebalance this by inviting them into this beautiful place that is your, let's call it the living room, where the two of you have these intimate encounters, and very, I think, very passionate and very, though, emotional as well. Because this is a sort of a sacred space where your future spouse will be able to open up fully with their vulnerable side. And that's the moment when they're going to be able to shift from this rigid, non-vulnerable aspect, military aspect, to the more open and, letting out all of their issues, all of their fears, all of these problems, and then, bursting into a big session of passion. This is what I see here, also with the candles and the flames, So this is going to be like this combination of opening up emotionally, and then, having this even physical union, which is going to make them feel very comfortable, very comforted, and very, very intimate with you in every single sense. And, uh, and uh, flip it in reverse. If you are the masculine watching, that's you coming back from work and having this kind of beautiful spouse waiting for you to nurture you, basically. So why am I talking about this? Because I also see the golden egg, sorry. Now the golden egg, first of all, is something very rare. So you are like, you both are going to recognize that there is a very rare quality to the partnership between the two of you, and this energy of the golden eggs is here to rebalance this aspect of the fire ant, whereby the two of you could even get into an argument if your future spouse doesn't switch off this gloomy state of mind and relaxes and enjoys life, be playful and accepts the comfort that you want to bring. So also the golden egg is about, basically, the golden egg talks about this precious sound that lives within the golden egg, and that cannot not be heard until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. So this is exactly what we're talking about. Your future spouse has to retreat from the noise that the day that the busy day that they had has brought in their head. So they have like a headache nearly, and they're really caught into this noise from the outer world, and they're bringing it back home, and they need to relax. So the magical essence of the golden egg, basically, to open up this egg, to enjoy this egg, there needs to be a place of warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. So you see, it's like your future spouse is going to offer you this quiet and beautiful warm place, also within their own body, let's put it that way. And I can't say more because of regulations, but you know what I mean. So this is the type of energy that your future spouse is going to provide to shift this energy. And another aspect that I see in this is also that this reminds me of the birth of a child, because I also see then this gift card: recognition, compliment, visit, attention, and joy. So what I see happening here is that in one of these moments, or probably multiple, you could probably have more than one child, but in one of these moments of whereby your future spouse is opening up for you with this warmth, intimacy, and making allowing you, if you're the viewer, or vice versa, you help your future spouse to open up and allow them to be open and vulnerable about the difficulties of the day, and let behind this noise, and have a playful time together, and have a joyful and moment physical union. Basically, you're going to produce an egg, you're going to produce a baby. This is, I see, like in this moment, in one of these moments, you're going to conceive your baby, this golden egg, this beautiful, precious thing that's coming, to life. And with the gift, this reminds me of, like a baby is a gift. It's something precious that's coming to you. And the flower reminds me of, when you celebrate the birth of the baby and people bring you flower, or, it's like that kind of vibe that I get from this card. So it's actually really nice. I mean, and this could happen multiple times, So as long as your future spouse, let go of this noise and busy day, everything will work out. And, you two are going to really help each other. Right, so, and also I see this card, play. May you seek out fun and connection. There you go. So, the fun time together, the two of you, playing with each other, having this playful time where you're relaxing and having a lot of beautiful physical intimacy and emotional as well. So, I'm not finished because this is just the beginning. Let's have a look at the tarot. I want to see more about your life journey together as a couple, and I'm not taking reversals for this. As I was shuffling, I saw the King of Cups. I think your future spouse, if he's a masculine, is actually very sensitive, but he puts himself behind this sort of mask of being tough and, and rough like the soldier, and being very self, how do you say? Hold on, let me think. Self-controlled, yes. So your future spouse has to kind of let their guard down and open up with you, and you're going to be the perfect place if you're the feminine watching for him, or in any way, whatever gender you are into, to open up and to basically relax and express themselves physically and emotionally. Let's say, so, okay, yeah, there you go, the King of Swords. That's the masculine. Coming up with the King of Swords, again, there is this armor, the King of Swords is somebody that doesn't show fully their emotions. Certainly is not a vulnerable person, but very intelligent, very mature, and very good at communicating anyway. Not necessarily the emotions, but anyway, somebody with a sharp mind and clarity, with a lot of clarity and goals as well. I see the Fool as well popping up as I shuffle, and the Hermit, but let's see more. So Ten of Swords. So basically, yes, this is that sense that we got from that card, the gloomy, the gloomy card. Yes, the gloomy thoughts. You see, your future spouse must have like a tough job, something that really can put them down. Like they could have like, let's say, people that are opposing to them in their workplace, or it's a challenging environment where they work, I think, and so that's when they become very sort of bogged down by this. But let's see more. So what's the dynamic again? Yes, exactly. The sadness, the depression, the mental illness. Yeah, I mean, that's depicted here. You see, so you're going to basically help your future spouse to get up from this, get it up from this, sorry, I'm joking. But yeah, get up from this gloomy feeling, and to actually understand that they have a very good partner with them, and that they can count on you. You are a stable couple. You're offering this groundedness to the relationship. You two are meant for each other. You two are like a proper team. You're building together. You're there for each other. So, yes, I see this dynamic repeating again. And let's see the bottom, the Empress. Here we go. This is you. If you're the feminine watching, this is you, the Empress. You have this very warm quality to you, this sensuality, this welcoming energy, nurturing energy. You're absolutely stunning. So, and vice versa, if you're a man watching, this is going to be your future spouse. This amazing person that allows you to let out all of your struggles from whatever you have encountered during the day, and be a real partner for life. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. But let's see now more about the challenges with another deck, and then I'm going to have a look at you two, both of your attitudes towards, when you're in a challenging time. I'll have a look first at the viewer, what's going to be your attitude, and then I'm going to have a look at your future spouse attitude. Okay, this wanted to turn. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles again. Yes, so the challenge is in reverse. The challenge would be that at times when when there are these problems, clearly, if there are some disagreements, that could make the relationship shake a bit, and maybe there would be like sort of a stall in terms of how much energy there is invested towards the growing and the blooming of the relationship. Yeah, exactly, the Nine of Wands. So this is the defensiveness. You see, when there is a fight, and then everybody builds up their defenses towards each other, and so that becomes a moment of I'm in my corner, you're in your corner, and there is this aggressive behavior going on. So everybody protects themselves. With the fire ant, there is the problem of like an explosion of anger, maybe, or something like that. So this is something that needs to be rebalanced. But I see the Fool. So wanting to anyway restart fresh, brand new with each other again, because you do believe in each other anyway, and wanting to stay in the relationship. So nobody wants to turn into a single person. At the end of the day, you two want to be together. So this is the dynamic again that I see between the two of you when these challenging times take place. And let's see now what's going to be your attitude. What is the viewer's attitude when these challenging times come up to the surface? Your commitment is being tested. You're going to be feel tested in your commitment to your person, to your future spouse, but you're going to make the first move. Yes, exactly. If you are the viewer here, you're going to make, if the viewer is the feminine, you're going to make the first move. Where is the card? Yes, the first move to invite your person to open up in this beautiful environment of welcoming and warm, where you can relax together. Also, there is another note that I wanted to highlight to you. That this golden is present in many times. I want to show you this. That's why I also got the baby idea, because like this, you know, the baby idea came up to me because I see the golden door or room, the golden belt. Look at the belt where it's sitting, right? Okay. And then there is the golden of this and the golden of the eggs. So this is really about talking about the fertility of your future spouse conceiving with you in this beautiful room, which, by the way, is a symbol of the feminine room. Let's call it this way. But you know what I mean, I hope. Yes, anyway, that was just a side note that I didn't explain earlier, so I just wanted to explain even further about the golden thread that I saw in these cards. But then there is a new romantic cycle begins again. This is the full energy. So you, the viewer, are going to want to work a new cycle with your person because you really do care for them. You could have Libra in your chart, and that's where your ability to balance out situations and to be a bit of a mediator comes up, because Libra are very much about fairness and balance. And all your vision, fixed moon. So you're going to maintain your vision for the two of you to be together. You have faith in this union. And at the bottom there are adjustments are required. Yeah, you are going to apply these adjustments. Like, you're going to be open to adjustments between the two of you. Let's have a look now at your future spouse. What is going to be their attitude in these challenging times between the two of you? I'm talking about the challenges because I know that relationships are anyway, you know, they require work, and I don't want this future spouse reading to be only about rainbows and cupcakes. You know, like life is life, and I like for these readings to be real as much as possible. So let's see how your future spouse is going to act in these moments of challenge. Okay, communication is key. Yes, we said your future spouse is very good at communication with this, with the King of Swords. Yes, they are a great communicator. They could have Gemini in their chart. What else? Yeah, they're going to open up communication anyway. They're not going to be locked in their silence, you know, when these challenges raise between the two of you, rise between the two of you. Raise or rise? Anyway, expect powerful change. Yeah, they expect the situation to improve, and this is a new moon eclipse, so it's a very powerful energy that speaks about powerful changes happening in the dynamic between the two of you. So there's going to be a definitely death and rebirth, a transformation, an energy shift when these challenges arise. This card actually fell in this position as well in pile number 2, so if you were called to pile number 2, maybe that's another reading to watch for you. Adjustments are required. You see, they want to adjust things too, so you two are mirroring in that kind of way. Let's see more. Okay, 2 more. Prosperity lies ahead. So your future spouse really believes that this is a very valuable union between the two of you, and that the two of you should just continue with building together because prosperity lies ahead. Taurus could be in their chart, and Taurus can be a little bit stubborn. So that's a very high possibility for your future spouse's chart. And then confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo, they could have Leo in their chart. So they're going to move forward with confidence in the relationship with you. There is a lot of new moons here. So your future spouse really wants to, after these challenges, during challenges, they really want to rebuild with you. They really want to rejuvenate the relationship with you. They don't want to see it dying. So this is very nice. Let's see now one final, I'm going to consult one final oracle deck to see finally the last few messages about what your relationship is all about, okay? And that's going to be the end of the reading. Wow, the sun. So ultimately your relationship is going to be very beautiful, extremely successful, and you're going to feel like the warmth of it. You know that you two are reaching, you know, what you wanted, what you desired, and something that is very like their relationship feels very necessary to the two of you. You can't live without the sun. So you two are going to feel like home to each other, and that you two need each other in your own life, in within each other's life, you know. And all tied up, yeah, this is when this is the moment the challenges arise. Then you feel you and your future spouse, if you feel like you don't know what to do, sometimes there is a bit of this feeling of well, I feel a bit blocked, you know, especially from your future spouse. I think they are going to have to really let down their guard and open up and relax and let themselves be vulnerable with you. So I see number 1 and number 23, so this could be relevant as a date of birth, or it could be your age, obviously not number 1. Oh yeah, take it as it resonates. Let's see 2 more cards and then we'll be... Oh my gosh, this is falling. Actually 3 cards came up, so I'm gonna take them all. Actually more. All right, so let's see them all. One second, one fell on the ground. Okay, so I have the caring connections. So the two of you care for each other dearly, and you two, like your future spouse is going to show you their affection with the gestures of love and lovely gifts, and you know, embracing physical touch. I see a broken heart, but it came in reverse, and anxiety as well in reverse. I like this because you see all these feelings of anxiety that sometimes take over your future spouse that we saw earlier. They are going to be resolved in the relationship with you. So it's in reverse for a reason, I think, and I'm going to keep it that way. So you two are going to resolve these problems, okay? And number 18, it could be relevant, date of birth, age, and number 9 could be relevant too. Okay, so it could be a month as well, you know, the 9th, so that's September. Anyway, walking away also there is, yeah, you're going to walk away from this, you both are going to walk away from these times of challenge, and you're going to continue caring for each other. 27 could be relevant as well. Okay, so pile 3, this was a reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, please subscribe to the channel to support my work. Also like the video if you liked it, and share it with anyone if you think it would benefit them to watch this. And also leave me any comments. I'd love to hear you. Tell me anything you want. Thank you so much, and have a great day.